What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome to my new FIFA 15 series called Top or Flop. In this series I have to try and beat my opponent using the team in front of you. If I win, I get to buy his best player. If I lose, I have to buy his worst player. If I draw, I buy no one and just move on to the next match. And loan players do not count. So for example, as you can see on my team, I have a Ronaldo. If he had Ronaldo and the guy I was playing against had Ronaldo, I would not be able to buy Ronaldo, and I wouldn't be allowed to if his best player was Ronaldo. It would be, unless it's Messi. But nevertheless, let's jump straight into the episode. Alright, into game number 1. This guy had a bit of a squad like me, a mismatch. His best player was his right back, Kurtyoy. His worst player was a centre back named Russo, I found out after the game. So both those players are on the screen now. You can see what I'm going to win or possibly lose from this game. We're going to jump straight into the action. Our first goal comes from, well, can you guess? Can you guess? Well, it was Ronaldo, as you've just seen on the screen. He got us off to a 1-0 start, surprise, surprise. And can you guess who got the second goal? Can you guess who got the second goal? Can you guess? Well, not yet, but you can guess who got the penalty. Disgusting tackle. Should have been a red in my eyes, stopped a goal scoring opportunity. But Ronaldo steps up coolly and dispatched the penalty, making that 2-0. And, well, there's a third goal. And can you guess who scored it? Well, I'll leave you to think about it for a second. But we got a free kick, he got a yellow card, and Ronaldo did this. Yeah, not bad. Really not that bad. And that is how the game ended. We managed to get ourselves a Kurtyoy in right back, and Ronaldo had one game of his loan with our club left. Move on to our second game. This guy's squad had the best player of Lewandowski, but he's a loan, so we can't sign him. Best player of Kanyas and a worst player of whoever the left back is. I cannot remember his name at the moment. But running through on goal, can you guess who scored the first goal? Can you? I'll just tell you, it's Ronaldo. By the way, I was going to try and shoot, then I thought, let's try and get Ronaldo as many goals as he can. So Ronaldo scored that, and surprise, surprise, I got a free kick, and Ronaldo scored that too, making that 2-0. If you're going to get a good player, get Ronaldo. He is OP. And then they gave me a sitter, but unfortunately, Ronaldo wasn't really anywhere to get a goal in, and I had to score a goal with someone that wasn't Ronaldo, making that 3-0. That means I got Kanyas in my midfield, and we move straight on to game number 3. I know what you're thinking, a bumper episode indeed. This guy had, I'd say, well, his squad was starting to turn out alright. He had an Argentinian central midfielder that was the best player, and his worst player, well, another left back. And we move straight on to the action. Our first goal that we conceded came against this guy actually. A nice run from Gillas, his only goal striker, and walloped that into the top of the net, making that 1-0. Put me under a bit of pressure, and I was being beaten by him quite badly until this happened. Hoffman, the Malad, he's just so bad. But he managed to draw a red card, and we managed to get a cross in on the 45th minute that Hoffman managed to somehow miss. But our other good striker scored, well, not a good goal, but it went in. That's all that matters. Kanyas there, congratulating him. And on the second half, we started off, and I did this with Hoffman after complaining about him in the first 2.5 matches. He did that. Not bad, really, but there's a better stuff to come from Hoffman later in this episode. Don't worry about that. A brilliant ball through, found my other striker, the Spaniard, and he dispatched that, making that 3-1 and pretty much guiding me to my third win of today. And again from the kickoff, this time he kicked it off. I straight away ran up there, and surprise, surprise, it was Hoffman that went up there. By this time he had 2 red cards though, by the way, and Hoffman ran past keeper and then coolly just, well, I mugged him off. Let's face that, I mugged him off completely. And then a brilliant ball through, found my nice little Spaniard, who dispatched that to make that 5-1, 2 each for the players. And we had a penalty, which Kurtyoy, I found out was my best penalty taker at this point. He coolly converted that, making that 6-1, the end of the game, and we bought our Argentinian midfielder. And now we move on to game number 4, our final game. And I was really disappointed when I saw his squad, because his best player was Kagawa, but unfortunately we've already got 2 central midfielders, so we can't buy him. The best player was Ospina. The worst player was a 51 overall centre-back that I wasn't going to go and get. But Hoffman, there we go. I was criticising him throughout the live talking, and he went and did that. And then I managed to stupidly give the ball away, meaning it was a draw, meaning that unfortunately I neither bought nor sold any, or bought a good player or a bad player. Nevertheless though, thank you guys for watching. If you've liked the video, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments down below, subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.